Francisco? No. This is beautiful Trieste, where this year's World Barista Championships are being held. This is one of the most coveted awards in the coffee industry, and when you consider that coffee is the second most popular drink in the world, this means pretty big business. The World Barista Championships recognise the difference baristas make to the end cup. 5 Australian judges this year, so they put all the judges through their paces. They get them calibrated so that they're all on the same page and make it as fair as possible. Like it's all well and good to have someone who's a show pony and comes out with beautiful one-liners and is technically perfect, but if they don't nail the drinks, then this is just a waste of time. This is where the #1 baristas from 36 nations come to battle it out for the World Barista Championships. I'll see you in there. The way this competition works is each barista has 15 minutes to prepare their workspace, machine and grinder, making sure their espresso will fall like liquid gold. Then they have a further 15 minutes to create 4 espresso, 4 cappuccino and 4 creative espresso drinks. The judges first and foremost will be assessing sensory quality in the cup. This is where most of their points will be either lost or gained. On the technical side, they'll be looking for the barista's understanding and operation of the machine and grinder. Their use of their workspace and cleanliness is also important. Finally, presentation. Each barista should be creating an experience for the judges, as well as showing off their coffee knowledge. And if you could measure passion, some of the scores would be off the scale.
He has a gadget for everything. He's got a gadget for the timer on the grinder. He's got a gadget. You've seen it, right?
And that's it, like, because until you practically apply, those theories and see what it tastes like, you're just full of hot air.
When I tasted his clean shot, I thought he was trying to poison me.
His what?
The clean shot of espresso, I had one, and it tastes like shit, and I was walking around, spitting in the street,
Yeah, so the bottom line is, how does it taste? But his gadgets aren't helping his product, in my eyes.
But the coffee doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good.
As I told you, it's made of fresh coffee. And thanks God, I have only one Lebanese banana.
As a judge, the challenge is not to fall for all the hoo-ha, charm and cheer squads, to make sure every coffee is evaluated purely on its merits. And as far away as Trieste is, even Australia has its own cheer squad.
There we go. Go, Lizzie! Bring it on! With the cappuccino, what you'll notice when you serve it is mainly the chocolatey tones of the espresso come through, especially with the milk, the full cream milk that I use, and more of the sweeter tones also coming through. And also the ingredients in the signature beverage also reflect the qualities in the coffee and the personality of the coffee bean, sweetness, fruit and nuts. And then I add a white chocolate cream.
You have 2 minutes left, Michael. Thank you. What kind of temperature should the judges be looking for in your drink, Michael?
Well, the creams are at, and chocolate is at room temperature, so the combination of the heated espresso and the combination of it brings it down to a medium, so it's quite a warm drink, a room temperature drink. Again, it's garnished with there's some sprinkles of pistachio as texture. Please stir the beverage, so as you can let the flavours mix through and please enjoy.
Thank you.
with the Aussie. That was pretty good. That was good. No, but it was good just up there, the feeling of it. Everything just flowed. Everything flowed for me and all that.
You look like you held your nerves together pretty well. What was the best part of your performance and something that you felt you could improve on if you make the final?
Took a gamble on my grind.
Yep.
I was judging the lights. Are the lights going to affect it? It didn't. Because I went on much course and I left it, and I didn't want to lose time. But I think just my grind probably just let me down a little bit.
So you're happy with your pours in general?
The pours in general, I was happy with those. I'm traditionally more of a 20 mil shot, a bit shorter and stuff like that. Otherwise, I was happy with the pours. Signature drink came out well. It all came out well.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm happy it tasted good too.
It was a sad moment. We found out the Australian contingent didn't make the final. He's pretty upset, and I saw his performance along with a few other guys, and we really thought he had a chance. I had to spend a bit of time with Mako and just console with him and give him a hug, and there's always next year, but at the end of the day it all comes down to how you perform, and you've got 15 minutes to control, and anything can happen. I'm at the Illy Concept Bar in Trieste. I hear the coffee's pretty good. Let's go check it out. Ciao, Roberto. How are you? You got time to make me an espresso?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I come round and you can tell me a little bit about the machine?
Yeah.
Okay. They're very rare, these machines, and traditionally I've only seen them down in Naples, but the coffee that's always come from them has just been so rich, and it's had so much sweetness, and I think that's got something to do with the fact that it takes so long for the water to pass through the coffee, and it's more of a gradual pressure. This pressure is very much controlled by the barista.
50 seconds.
In 30 seconds?
Yeah. Because it's the best coffee.
And does it give more body, more sweetness, do you find? Yeah.
Sweetness for body, very harmonious coffee.
So we should be able to get the best Illy coffee in the world right here?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Okay, from here.
3 years working for the people. This is your Espresso. Congrats, yes.
Beautiful dark crema. I love the way everyone just comes up and stands at the bar and has the espresso, then leaves.
Yeah.
You find some people come in and have coffee more than once a day.
Too many times.
Too many times.
1,000 coffee.
1,000 coffees a day.
About that.
And what's your favorite coffee?
It's a bit espresso. Ristretto? Ristretto for me better because it's hard coffee.
Yeah. You have a beautiful cafe.
I'm a Bama too, I know.
Yeah. The Italian breakfast. Is it true? It is the cappuccino?
So the cappuccino, cornetto, brioche, croissant, nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else.
Yeah. For the first time, we've got Lebanon has made the final. Another country for the first time is Canada. We've had New Zealand before, so New Zealand made it. So someone from just across the Tasman. We've also got the 3 Scandinavian countries. We've got Iceland, we've got Norway and Denmark. Here we've got Tim Wendelboe, who I believe is a bit of a hot favourite. This is a guy that's been competing for 5 years. Tim's got 2 main passions, coffee and women. And I think if he focused a little less on the women, he might be in with a chance. Let's go see how he goes.
And when you taste coffee, you also taste with your eyes. So. And of course, all the customers in my shop are women, so you have to make some hearts. That's consisting of 2 egg yolks, some Marsala syrup, which I've just reduced Marsala wine with sugar, get rid of all the alcohol, and some icing sugar. Now we need a lot of air into this topping because it's supposed to sort of explode into your mouth with lots of aroma. So when you get more air into it, you release the small aromas from the Marsala syrup. I'm adding some mascarpone cheese, which I've just blended with some whole milk to get it more liquid.
11 minutes, Tim.
Yes. This coffee is just amazing. Although it's grown on 300 feet, it has this amazing sweetness, lots of chocolate flavors, some juicy berry flavors, and just a small acidity. I've roasted it quite dark to get some more punch into it, so that it really integrates into my signature beverage. I'm just gonna stir in the sugar, so that the whole coffee gets sweet, not just the bottom.
You have 1 minute to go. Thank you.
I'm gonna grate just a little bit of chocolate on top with the orange flavor, so that you get a nice and fresh orange aftertaste. And you should drink it in 2 or 3 sips, so that you first taste the coffee and then at last taste the topping.
Okay. One of them is silver and one of them is gold. Okay. Okay, I will race on to the winner and announce it at the same time. The winner of the 5th WBC is Tim Wendelboe.
Thank you so much for the inspiration, Paul.
Well done.
You really did it for me.
No,
I have to call my mom. That's she's gonna be pissed if I don't call her. Definitely.
Enjoy this moment.
Yeah, well, definitely. Cheers.
For Trieste, a town so rich in coffee culture and history, it certainly managed to put on an amazing 5th World Barista Championship. Tim Wendelboe, a worthy winner from Norway, a record number of nations competing, a total of 36. Next year we're off to Seattle for the championships, but for now, it's arrivederci. Got to say, without a doubt, the Martini is definitely one of my favourite drinks, and this one's definitely inspiration from James Bond, who's one of my favourite characters. So for that, we're going to make the Espresso Martini. All right, so starting off, just want to make sure that the vodka is really cold, so keep it in the freezer. All right, going to get our glass. And with the Martini, it's really important to have the glass super chilled. Let that be the first thing you do, just chill the glass down. So it's really important with this one that you make the espresso first, stick it in the freezer. Otherwise you're going to have this hot espresso melting the ice and making it quite watery. Now, I've often heard that the odd tree's been sort of brought back to life by sticking these spent coffee grounds onto the tree. So we're just going to be making a double espresso. nothing like freshly ground coffee, but the trick is to get it to taste as good as it smells. So here we go, the liquid gold is pouring. So we're just pulling about 60 mils, so 30 mils from each side. So get that chilling. Got the glass chilling. Fill the cocktail shaker with a bit of ice. Got a little bit of sugar syrup. Now this has been sort of tricked up. We've had a little bit of, I suppose, star anise vanilla pod added, but when it comes to making this stuff, it's so simple. Equal parts water, equal parts white sugar, you know, maybe about 500 mils of water, 500 grams of sugar. Put it on the boil, just as it comes to liquefy, chuck in a star anise, cut it open, put in the star anise, let it cool, infuse for about a day or so, and there's your star anise vanilla pod infused sugar syrup. The other ingredient we've got is a little bit of creme de cacao, and this really works well in this drink. So we've got about 2, 3, 15 mils of that. Chilled vodka, 20. It's really important that you don't put too much alcohol in this, otherwise it really, I suppose, dilutes that espresso flavour, makes it quite warm and throaty up here, and you know, really loses that, I suppose, balance. And that's what's important with all of these creative drinks, that you get the balance right. So about 15 mils. The sugar syrup, then we've got our chilled double espresso, which is just going to go in straight over the top. So this is where the drink gets interesting. So get this, shake it down. Notice that really rich golden light crema that's appearing on the top there. So we're just going to grate a little bit of dark chocolate on the surface, just so that whenever you take a sip, you're getting that sort of bitter sweetness coming through. That really sets this drink up well for not the olive, not the lemon twist, but the Ferrero Rocher. So just skewer this through the centre of the Ferrero, and with that grated dark chocolate that we put on the surface, this will sort of create enough surface tension to sort of rest the Ferrero in. Beautiful as a pre-dinner pick-me-up. You know, you might have had a day, you're a little bit down, you need a pick-me-up. And this is the perfect pick-me-up. So sort of dunk the Ferrero in, let it soak up a bit of the liquid, take a bite. Perfect balance. When I break this crust, what you'll find is that the aroma is actually trapped under here. And you're going to get, your senses are going to be bombarded.
There's very little smell coming out of that now at all.
Okay, well here we go. So see all the CO2.
Oh yeah, it's just going wafting out of there. Yes. You're actually getting a whole lot of sort of pleasure and sensory excitement out of your coffee before you've even drunk it.
Yeah. So you see that? If you're finding it hard, just a little bit of a pull up, right, creates a bit of a vacuum. And the things you want to look for when you're tasting this is, I suppose, similar to tasting a wine, is firstly that bouquet and aroma and the way it affects you.
Yeah. But with the coffee, we don't spit it out.
No, but it's really important when you're tasting the coffee to get oxygen
Right.
in and around the liquid.
Okay.
So slurp it.
Right. I knew I was doing that for a reason. I knew the slurping wasn't bad manners. I'm a coffee enthusiast. Yeah.
But I suppose what you want to be looking for is that mouth feel. How does it feel in the mouth? How long does the flavour last?
Lasts a long time.
Is there an acidic sort of note there, or is it quite soft and gentle? Are there any sort of nutty or chocolatey characteristics you're looking for?
So many things to think of. It's smooth. It's not overly sparkly or fruity or acidic.
Yep.
It's quite a gentle sort of a coffee.
Yep.
And it lingers at the end there. It doesn't just stop.
The Brazil.
The Brazil.
Beautiful.
Very different. Very different. It's the fruit's there, but it's also, whereas the Brazilian was that smooth, but it was a blanketing sort of thing on your tongue. It wasn't clear. This is clearer. It's got a little sparkle to it.
A little sparkle. I was just about to say that.
Well, yeah.
Gentle sparkling
A
acidity.
gentle sparkling acidity. Some fruit. But it dies away quicker on your tongue. Like, that's just about gone now, whereas the Brazilian lingered almost indefinitely.
That was unreal.
That's very drinkable. That's very, very nice.
Reminds me of velvet almost.
Yes, it's kind of exactly velvet, because it's that body. It's like thick, but you shine a light on velvet and it reflects. Gee, we can carry on, can't we? It's a get out of my way coffee, this one. This is the Ethiopian.
Stand back.
The caffeine's kicked in and I can't play. Drink coffee responsibly. There he is in the background, blending the final coffee. This is the one we've all been waiting for, the signature blend of all those coffees. Good as the others were, they can't compare to this. I just hope I'm up to the task of turning it into a piece on the trumpet. He's put so much time into this, I can do it. I just need a coffee. There's nowhere to hide in this coffee. This is pure, unadulterated truth. Mate.
Cheers to that.
Mate, congratulations. That is a fantastic cup of coffee. Or as we say, a porcelain of coffee.
A porcelain.
They don't call them cups, mate. They're porcelains.
So what are you getting on that?
Well, I'm getting all of the things that are in there, and I'm finding if I want to, it's almost like a choice. If I think about the berry, there it is. If I think about the caramel, if I think about the chocolate, if I think about if I want more of the sparkle, it's there. The overall thing has got that velvet underneath it, but it's almost like it's all there, and it's what do I want to concentrate on. And a great piece of music is like that. You listen to a symphony orchestra playing, and if you concentrate on the French horn, you start hearing that loud. You say, oh, listen to what he's playing. Listen to what the cellos are doing. Listen to what the violins are doing. Listen to what the trumpet's doing, which of course is what you should be listening to. But it's all happening at once, and you can choose to focus on what you want. And when you choose to focus, there it is, because it's all in there. I'm finding the coffee very much like that. I can make this whatever I want by what I bring to it. Or I can sit back and just take in the symphony. I'll drink to that.